Welcome to Under Investigation, Stories Beyond the Badge. Join a seasoned detective as he steps away from the crime scene and into the lives of fascinating individuals. Through candid interviews and thought-provoking conversations, we explore the stories that shape us, covering personal struggles, triumphs, and the powerful intersections of faith, family, and life. Each episode brings unique perspectives and inspiring insights from people living diverse, authentic lives. Now, let's dive into today's story.
Well, hello, everybody. Thanks again for joining us for another episode. I appreciate everybody who listens to us. And today, I often say, hey, I've got a special guest. And it's like a buddy of mine or somebody else. But today I really, truly do have a special guest.
You're so sweet.
Well, your family. So today's special guest is my daughter, Miranda. So I want everybody to clap and cheer for Miranda. Yay, she's here.
Yay. Oh, Thank you. Thank you, everybody. So excited to be here.
But Miranda is my daughter. Obviously, I've said that. But she's one of two children that I have. And maybe someday I'll convince my son to join. This is the call out to him. I doubt it. But it took enough polling and begging and bribery just to have you come.
I had the bribery. I guess I got Culver's phone.
I just bought you lunch.
Yeah, that's
totally. But today we're gonna step behind the badge once again, and we're gonna talk about what it was like growing up under our roof, being a child of a cop. So we'll see. Hopefully, I haven't scarred you too much over the years.
I think I turned out okay. But
Yeah, I think you did too.
I may have a bias.
But yeah, well, thanks. I think. Well, I guess we'll find out as we unpeel the onion here. But so Miranda, just tell me just a little bit about yourself without, obviously I know you're paranoid because you're my child, but without giving out too terribly much information, tell us a little bit about yourself.
A little bit about myself. I currently live in Wisconsin. I think I can say that. That's fine.
Oh yeah.
I got married in 2023 to the love of my life.
Oh.
Sitting on the couch over there. I met him at a summer camp, which is super sweet. We both worked there for a little bit, and now neither of us work there. I currently do not have a job. I'm pregnant.
What?
I know.
What?
Isn't that crazy?
Whoa.
The whole wide world knows now.
When were you going to tell me?
Oh, whatever. You were the very first person we told.
What?
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 Yeah. We found out because Amos has to get up early for work, and we found out pretty early in the morning. And I was like, the only person that I know who is awake right now is my dad. So we called him on his way to work.
Yeah, that was an interesting phone
You
call.
were the first person at like 5:30 in the morning.
No, it was cool. It was
yeah.
a cool phone call to receive, to be honest.
I'm
I was
glad.
like, what? You what? It took me a second.
I mean, yeah, you just started your day.
Oh, and I hadn't had my first cup of coffee yet either.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was it. So before we dive into what it's like being a cop's kid, one more little quick question. Tell me one thing. Well, I'm gonna know it.
Yeah.
I hope. But tell me one thing that most people don't know about you.
One thing, I guess I can just go with the general one that I use for this is I did gymnastics for like 15 years, 14 years. Really loved it. And it was great. And I won the Minnesota state champion. Yay.
Wow, you almost sound like you're embarrassed of that.
I don't know. It's just like, it's a weird thing to just drop.
Yeah. Well, we're very proud of you. It was
Thank you.
fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun to watch. I remember that meet. I also
which
remember,
one?
state.
Yeah.
Yeah, the state. But I also remember the one time you blew out your knee.
Yeah, that was an adventure.
That sucked.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't remember it too vividly.
well, that's good. I just remember, I remember wanting to run out, like on the mat, like do the dad thing.
You'd be DQ'd.
Because I knew, that I could, in my mind, right? I knew I could help.
Yeah.
Which
Which
of course is probably not true.
I mean, it probably is true.
But I knew that I wasn't allowed to, and that you would get disqualified.
Yep.
And I'm like,
The gym would get a fee and
it was very
all the legal things.
It was difficult to watch your young child
Yeah.
hurting and being there, but not yet being there
Yeah.
at the same time. So, but yeah, that was interesting, and you'll figure that out someday.
Oh yeah.
And a few more months when you're a parent.
Yep.
And
What
I'm
a day.
a grandparent.
Yeah, you'll be a grandpa.
That'll be fun.
What was your name again? What do you want this child to call you?
Oh, Pow Pow.
Pow Pow.
I want to be Pow Pow.
Pow Pow.
Well, because there's always like Papa, and I think like Amos's grandparents. I think isn't that what they go by?
Nana and Papa.
Nana and Papa. Yeah. So I want to go Pow Pow.
Pow Pow.
It's just I don't know. It's got a
It's
fun.
got like a police undertone to it.
Yeah.
Pew. It would be pew pew. Pew pew.
No, that sounds smelly. No pew pew. I don't want to be known as pew pew.
No.
Maybe Pow Pow. Pow Pow. Let's go with that one. No, I remember Mom and I we were when we obviously
It was
after you
a very
told us
formal thing.
we were like, oh, I don't know what should our nicknames be, and then that was I came to Pow Pow. So
Pow Pow.
that is what it is. So I want to talk about just for our fantastic listeners,
Yes.
because obviously you are the greatest fan.
Thank you.
You remember? I think we coined that back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
and now you're actually here in person.
90% of your episodes. It would be 100, but I'm a little behind.
Oh well, thank you.
I'm sorry. Maybe listen to them on our way back home.
They're shorter now.
They are shorter.
We've made them shorter on
I feel like this one's going to be longer.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily.
We'll just keep talking.
So let's talk about. I love this. This is great.
Yep.
So let's talk about growing up in a law enforcement family. Oh,
That's my dog.
yeah, that's
Say
the
hi.
That's dog speaking. Hi, dog speaking. So that's what happens when you have visitors. The studio is the spare bedroom, and of course
We're not even there. I've taken it over.
you have taken over, so we can't be in the studio
I
today.
can't.
So well. So let's talk about growing up in a cop family. I think you could potentially have a very unique perspective to some of these episodes we've talked about. And we've talked about the spouses. Sometimes we've talked about what it's like being a police officer. We've talked to different people about different things around that. But one we haven't really talked about is being a kid of a cop.
Yeah.
And I know it's been a few years. You've been out of the house a little bit and might be pulling at straws for answering some of these questions. But do you remember the earliest memory of me going to work, like in uniform?
Probably not the earliest memory. Most of my memories would probably be like SWAT team call outs, because those are just much more rushed around the house and trying to get into work as fast as you can. And like alarms are going off, and those are more so like, oh, dad's going to work. Whereas everything else is just, yeah, dad's going to work. Like that's just his job. Every kid has a parent who has a job, and it was normal for me.
So it was more like when my phone went beep beep or
Yeah.
something like that you're like, oh,
Yeah.
Dad's
I think there
dropping.
was one time it happened while we were at Thanksgiving dinner. And that was like, oh, dad's leaving. Didn't get dinner. We'll bring him food when he comes back. And we didn't know when you were going to come back. And I remember that one.
did that seem strange to you? I mean, knowing your friends and everything, like, oh, geez, dad's taking off on a holiday?
I knew it was different, but it wasn't necessarily strange. Because again, it's all that I've known.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. You don't have nothing to compare it to when you have nothing to compare it to.
Yeah.
How would you describe growing up? And you're out of the house now, so you're safe. There's no punishment involved here. But how would you describe growing up under this house, under this roof, if you will?
Yeah. I don't know if there's more so like more rules, but there was a lot of like pressure's not the right word, but trying to grow up to impress you, I guess.
Like expectations?
Yeah, there were like there felt to be high expectations, and then also bringing in mom's job as well. There was just a lot of different spotlights on me. And so I wanted to be a good kid. I didn't want to disappoint anybody. And I think that's followed me through into today as well.
I've never really thought about that. Being the kid of a cop, but then also being a kid of a worship director at a church.
Yeah.
You're getting it from both sides.
Yeah.
Ugh. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I turned out okay, I think.
Yeah. We're very proud of you. It's just it's interesting because it's like too high profile.
Yeah, high pressure. And then I was also put, not by any of your wrongdoings because I wanted to be there, but I was also put in a very high pressure sport as well. So being a daughter of a cop, a daughter of somebody who is on staff at a church, and somebody who was in gymnastics was a lot for however old I was.
Now I'm feeling bad.
No, don't feel bad.
I'm like, yeah. And then I didn't even think about the gymnastics piece too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just another angle.
Yeah.
Another angle.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up here, and I say here because obviously you're under
Literally
the roof of where you grew up.
Yeah.
I mean, would you say it was, I guess what I'm hearing is that it was probably more difficult than
Yeah,
maybe what you think of your peers?
Potentially. Everybody's got something going on.
You're so kind. Oh man. But the so you kind of mentioned like, rules and so forth. Did you feel that the rules around our house were more strict, less strict, about the same as your peers? I mean, I know you don't have a whole lot compared to, but you had friends.
Yeah. I think everybody had rules in some regards, but I just didn't ever want to break my rules because I didn't want to disappoint you.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, I never snuck out of the house. I never went out past curfew. I don't even think I ever went to curfew.
No, I don't think
I'd be
so.
home by like 9.
Yeah, no, you did not. So I've got friends, obviously, that had daughters growing up, and I've heard stories, and actually neither you nor your brother gave us problems growing up.
That's
I mean,
good.
you were both pretty darn well behaved. So it's nice to hear, but then on the other hand, I'm like, I kind of wish you would have gotten in trouble a little bit because you would have been able to experience that.
I got grounded once in my life, and that was enough for me to never get grounded again.
Why did you get grounded?
Oh, man, I get to say this on a
Totally.
podcast?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Why did you get grounded, Miranda?
I cheated in one of my school books.
You what?
I know. I wasn't good at school, and it was my least favorite subject, and I wanted to be done with it. And in the back of the book, they have all the answers, which, it's my fault, but why put the answers in the back of the book?
It's my fault, but
why are they there? It makes it way too easy to cheat.
yeah. And for people who may not know, you were homeschooled.
I was homeschooled.
Okay.
Yep.
And we certainly knew that you had test anxiety type
For sure.
stuff going on.
School was not my forte.
But so what subject was it that you cheated in?
Oh man, we're going all the way. It was biology. Was it biology? I think it was biology.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So
The
disappointing.
book's still downstairs in my room. It haunts me when I see it.
That's funny. I should probably take a picture of it.
No, you should throw it away. I should burn it.
Put it on the podcast
I don't
page.
need this. Ugh.
Which, by the way, our podcast
Oh,
page
no.
is www.facebook.com/weareunderinvestigation.
Plug number 1.
Plug number 1. And then, we might as well get the other ones too.
Oh,
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh.
Hey.
Like, subscribe, leave your comments down below. Let them know you want me back on the podcast.
Totally. Oh, you're coming back for another episode sometime.
I know, probably right after this.
Maybe. You never know. Oh my goodness. So were there any routines? I mean, because really it's really not just my job. I mean, that affected you.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't want to dismiss Mom's high profile position too.
Yeah.
But were there any routines or things that we did that you kind of thought were strange or odd or just different?
I always had an escape route out of whatever store that I went to. I always knew, if something was to go bad, this is where I'm going. This is what I'm doing. I had to know. I had to be prepared.
Did you know that Mom and I had a rule that if we ever went into a store and I said walk away, that wasn't the time to talk about it, but
Yep.
it was just to walk away, and then she knew something was up.
Yeah, we went to a movie theater today, and we were leaving the exit, and Dad said, "Walk down there, just trust me." And I was like, "Okay, I do." It was just an exit. We just left the movie theater. There was nothing wrong, but
It was the shortest way out, though, wasn't it?
it was. Yeah, it was good. I liked where it brought us out.
It's so
But
funny.
I thought of that moment actually. I was like, trust dad. He knows what's up.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that.
No.
Yeah,
It's just ingrained in me.
That's funny. Well, the dog. So if you hear any banging in the background, that's because my dog is playing with Miranda's dog, and
Yep.
they're just roughhousing a little bit. So you know what that just makes it more fun. It's more authentic that way
It is.
because we're being real here.
Yeah. You're like
Huh.
brought right into it.
Interesting. Any other routines? I mean, that's one that
I know that was one.
is very
I'm
true.
sure there are.
That is so funny. I never because I mean,
I know all of the streets wherever I go. I can make a visual map in my head when I go somewhere. I don't know if this is from being a cop's kid or if it's just me. I'm a very visual person, so that just kind of happens. But I always know where I am and how to get back.
well, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, who knows where that came from? I mean, that just might be you too.
Yeah, but you also know all the street signs and streets and.
Well, I'd like to know where I'm at any given time.
Yeah. So like that got passed down to me, whether
I
or not you were a police officer or not.
In case I need to call 911 or if I am 911.
Yeah.
Did you ever, let me rephrase it. Was there ever a time that you realized that my job was not a normal job? Like as far as the risk or the potentials or possibilities or, I'm not to like pat myself on the shoulder by any means, but like dangerous. Did that ever?
I mean, if it did, it was when I was so little that there was not like a specific time now that I can think of. I think when you get special rates at food places, like at Applebee's, you get like a discount. And it's like, oh, he's special. He gets a discount. He's not even a senior citizen.
I was going to say those discounts are because I'm old.
Maybe now, but growing up it wasn't.
That's funny that you actually remember some of that kind of stuff. But I mean, because usually the discounts would come like if I was in uniform, generally.
Yeah.
But we would meet for dinner.
We'd meet for like lunches.
Mm-hmm.
We'd come to the city of which you work and meet up, and people would typically be kinder to you.
Do you remember me having a squad car in the driveway?
Yeah.
A little bit?
A little bit.
Yeah. Not much.
Not much. I remember wanting to like drive it around town with you, and you're like, no, we can't do that. I'm like, that's not a thing we can do.
I'm glad you said
Please?
that. So my bosses, they're like, what are you doing with your squad car? No, don't worry. I never
want to like play with the lights and turn on the sirens. Those are no-goes.
Well, we did.
Did you?
I mean, well, no, not that, but remember you did get in the back. I've got pictures of you in the back of my squad car. And remember you're holding on to the bars.
Like, get me out of here.
Let me out of here. And people who know you are like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, the smile probably gave it away too.
Probably. Can't fool anyone.
Was there ever a time, just kind of going through that you ever were like embarrassed or I'll even go the other way, proud or confused or anything about your dad being a police officer?
I think growing up, I was definitely more so proud that you were a police officer. I think you'd come into school and you'd read a book and you'd be in uniform and like be like, yeah, that's my dad. That was super cool.
I have a picture of that.
Do you?
Yeah, me reading.
That would be fun.
I think
to
it was
find.
Your preschool.
Potentially.
Preschool.
I think you've done it a couple of times, but different parents would come in and read, and yours was always the coolest by far. I don't know, it's because you're dad or because you were in uniform, but that was cool.
Now you're starting to inflate my ego a little bit.
Your ego, yeah.
I appreciate that though.
I'd say now it's a little harder to say my dad's a police officer just because there's so much flack against police officers right now. For the most part, if I mention it, they're like, oh, like that's cool and whatever. But sometimes it's kind of like awkward.
Yeah.
Not everybody loves police officers these days.
That's a good.
It's kind of controversial.
That's a really good point, actually.
Yeah.
There's a difference from 10 years ago to where you are today. And I'll be honest with you, I'm the same way.
Absolutely.
I'm the same way. I mean, it used to be, hey, yeah, once I get to know people, yeah, I'm a cop or whatever.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of like, I work
for the government.
I work for local government, or if
I've said that.
If I'm feeling really sassy, I'll be like, yeah, I'm a garbage collector.
Which is unfortunate because there should be pride in our police officers. But
there should be. There is internally, But it seems like in society, like what you said, it's not everybody.
Yeah.
It's changed.
Mm-hmm.
It's changed over the last few years, and now it's interesting because, like, if I tell people I'm a detective now, that's even seems to have a different reaction.
Is that like higher than a police officer? Like, do you get better responses, or is it?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's higher, but it's different because it's like, people are not associating me with coming to their house when there's a problem or
Yeah.
people who
Or what you see on TV.
yeah, people like to think, the uniformed officer is beating somebody. You know what I mean? Something stupid like that.
Right.
Where the detective is still liked, generally speaking, because, I'm there to help them.
Right. I can
So
see that.
so there's a different response that I sometimes feel. But honestly, the people who I want to know what I do already
know it. Yeah.
And the ones that don't,
They don't
I'm
need
not
to know.
gonna tell them.
Yeah.
So, I find that with Mom's music a lot when we're out with.
What do you do
things.
for work?
I work for a city.
For sure.
I'll tell them something.
You're not
like that.
lying to them.
No,
But
I'm not. I'm just being very vague, very generic. That's a new word. I just made that up. But do you think? It's kind of a rhetorical question because there's no way that it couldn't. But how do you think growing up a cop's kid has formed you, like today, like to the woman you are today?
Yeah.
It could be good or bad. I'm
Yeah,
just
for
curious.
sure. The pressure thing is still a real thing. Trying to please people and I don't know if that would have been either if I was a cop kid or not, or if that's just my personality. But I think there's probably some ties into that. Same with like anxiety. There would be times where like he would leave and I'd be like, oh no, is he coming back?
He
and
like it's
he
me.
as in you, yeah. If you go on call, I can hear you leave like after I go to bed because my bedtime's like 7:00 and you get called out at like 11 and I'd hear you get ready and I'm like, oh, he's going. Hope I see him in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
But you always came back, and so it's good.
I want to kind of go back just a little bit to something you'd mentioned that I want to key off a little bit. You'd mentioned like now today you're maybe not so quick to say that your dad's a cop or something like that just because of society.
Mm-hmm.
Do you find that your circle of friends are a little more cool with it than maybe some person you meet at a random venue? I mean, is there a different flavor there?
Different flavor. Yeah, I would think so. I don't have a whole lot of friends. Welcome to where I live.
Yeah, I was gonna say now.
That's okay. A lot of my friends are older, and so they tend to have a better respect compared to people who would be my age and are all in on social media and all of that. And then just friends that I'm still friends with today that have been my friends since I was younger. They're all cool with it. They think it's sweet.
Well, they grew up around us too.
They did, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I remember the one time. One of my favorite stories, not favorite, but it was.
If I can guess this.
Fun. Was prom.
Oh, that's not what I was gonna guess.
Oh.
But yeah.
Prom was we'll get back to
Prom
yours
was
here in a
sweet.
second.
Well, I don't know if I can go into the specifics of it.
Oh, okay. Maybe vaguely.
Yeah.
But prom was cool because you went with some friends,
Mm-hmm.
and prom, for people who don't know, prom was being hosted in the city that I worked. So I actually ended up working the contractual overtime. So I got to come to your prom in uniform. And it was really funny. But on the other hand, I was trying to be really careful to make sure you had your space.
I loved it. I found out it was going to be there. And I was like, I wonder if my dad could do the security. And I brought it up to you and you're like, no, that's weird. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, if you did it, I wouldn't mind. It would be sweet. And then you ended up switching with a coworker.
I did trade. I did trade with somebody. I'm like, hey, you want to pull me give me a solid here? And
I was totally cool with it.
It was
and I
fun.
even made him do a dance with me. You didn't want to.
Yeah.
I was like, there's like a slow dance, and I didn't have a date. So I was like, let's go dance. No, that's okay. No, let's go dance.
You're my daughter.
And then I had to leave, and I had to go to the hospital because my friend's mom was giving birth. was a wild prom. It was awesome.
It was a whole nother.
Only prom I've ever been to.
We were talking about that story.
We were
earlier when
talking about
driving.
it today.
You guys had to leave because somebody was giving birth to a child.
Yep. It was awesome.
Yeah, that was fun. So what did you think that I was
Oh,
gonna bring up?
I just had some friends on the dive team that you like to mess with.
Yeah.
You had a fun little Halloween mask that you liked to pull out.
Every once in a while. But that
Which
had-
I guess that doesn't really have anything to do with being a cop. That was just being my dad.
Yeah.
It's a different
I wonder if I
hat.
still have that mask.
Ooh, I think you do. It's either under my bed or under your bed. I found it last time I was here.
Seriously?
It freaked me out. It's a scary mask.
I should find
It's
it.
like an old person zombie mask.
Old scary mask with like
Awful.
goofy hair.
Awful.
Top. Oh, that is hilarious. See, so it wasn't like all rules and stuff.
No, we had fun moments. For
Well,
sure.
that is funny because that's kind of where I was going to go. Fantastic segue is like, what kind of fun stuff do you remember growing up? Whether it's obviously it doesn't have to be related to a cop's kid, but I mean, it kind of
Yeah,
builds the picture of what it was around our house.
I got to go on a ride along. That was
Oh.
pretty sweet. I got to go to bring your daughter to work day.
Yeah.
I waited like 15 years for that. And originally, I think the original age was 15
Mm-hmm.
or even 13. I don't remember. But then I hit that age mark and then they changed it to be older.
Yeah.
I was so mad.
Yeah,
I
it's
wanted
13
to go.
13 to 15.
Yeah. And then I was finally able to go. And then he switched from being on the road to detective.
I love how you say he.
He
When-
as in
when-
you.
When you're looking right at me.
Well, yeah. You.
It's okay. I'm just like, he. Who's he? Oh, it's me.
He-
That's what she's talking about.
You are he.
So, okay, I switched and
He
became a
switched
detective.
to detective, and I had just thought my time was never going to happen. I was never going to go on a ride along. And then I got to go,
Yeah.
and it was awesome.
I worked the road. Do you remember
We
how
had-
fast you went?
Ooh, did we go over? We probably went over 100. We probably went like 110. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was
I remember you telling me, "Oh, look how fast we're going." I was like, "Yeah, let's go." I'm a thrill seeker, so I was very excited
Oh, well.
for that.
You're a thrill seeker?
Well, not as much as you. Now I get sick on the rides.
Yeah, it might have unofficially because my boss may hear this story someday. It
Maybe.
may or may not have been about 110.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
They don't go much faster.
We
than
didn't have a whole lot of fun stories that day though. We had an old lady who went into like cardiac arrest. We had one guy who attempted suicide. I had to stay in the car.
that
I
was
didn't stay in the car. I got out.
Not really a rule follower,
We
are you?
no, we were nice though. We as in you were nice. I
Mhm.
was just with you, so I now become we.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, we stopped and pulled over cars, and Dad didn't have his ticket thing, so he'd pull over people and then say to me before he gets out, "Well, I'm not actually going to give him a ticket because I don't have a ticket, so I'm just going to make their day." I thought
It's
that was
so-
really funny.
It's so funny that you're like pulling up these
Oh, for sure.
examples left and right, and I'm like, I don't really.
No way, because it's just a day in your life.
I don't remember
For
that.
me, it was like I'm going on the road with my dad.
That's funny. That's funny.
Waited for this.
I'm glad you had a good time.
I did. It was great.
Do you remember any other craziness from that day? I do remember you getting in the back seat, and that's when I took the picture.
Yeah, we were at a gas station.
Yeah, it was our city pumps.
So I remember asking you if you needed to pay for gas or if the city paid for your gas.
Suppose you didn't know.
No.
Yeah, let me just pull out my personal credit card here. And
Yes.
we're not going to drive much today because I don't have that much in my checking account, so we're not going to buy much. gas. Oh my gosh. If you had like if you ran into a 10-year-old that their mom or dad was a cop,
Oh boy, do I have to give advice?
yeah, what would you tell them?
Oh. Where's the cricket noise?
Oh yeah, I got cricket noise in here somewhere. But as far as I mean, would you
I'd want to say something like inspirational, but I don't have anything at the moment. Yeah, exactly. That's what's going through my head right now.
nothing inspirational?
There's nothing in there.
How about I don't know?
I mean, always make sure to give your mom or dad a hug after their shift. You have no idea what they're going through. I know there are days that you've had really hard days and you come home and then either we're not in a good mood or we're in a great mood and like,
and I'm not.
yeah.
What would you think? Did you know why at that time?
Why, what?
I mean, have you come to this conclusion as an adult, or did you know at the time when those?
Oh, I would know at the time.
Oh, would you?
Yeah.
See,
I'm a very observant person. I just don't like people to know I'm observant. I get that from you too.
You've proven that today in the car ride. Like, what? I'm like, stop listening to our conversation. You're like, what?
I have like 6 ears and they're tuned in. And they either work really well or I just like tune them all out and get overstimulated. I just don't know what's happening.
Interesting. Is there any interesting stories or recollections or anything like that we haven't talked about that you think would be interesting for people to hear?
Not on the top of my head.
Not on the top of your head? Okay. Fair enough. Well, I did say that we'd try to keep it to about 30 minutes.
You did.
So
what are we doing?
We're right on that 30-minute mark.
No way.
So, well, I'll tell you one thing that, and I would say this to your brother without hesitation as well. I know that my job affected our house different times, good and bad.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys have always been graceful, forgiving, and especially your mom. And I thank you for that. So I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of where you guys are at. I'm excited to be a grandpa.
Yeah.
And can't wait to see what the future holds for you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you for serving your city well.
Well, yeah, we'll see. No, it's been an interesting ride. So I've just got a couple of years left, but I don't know. Then who knows what the next chapter will bring. But thank you so much. I appreciate you coming on, and maybe we can get you and Amos on together one of these days.
I suppose. We can do that.
Well, thanks everyone. Remember to like and subscribe. Find us on Facebook, facebook.com/weareunderInvestigation.
Plug number 2.
Yep. You can find us on Twitter.
You're on Twitter?
Oh, it's X, I guess now, technically. Yeah.
So
We Are Under Investigation. Yeah. So, yeah, everybody, thanks for your time. Hope everybody has a great week. Enjoy.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Under Investigation. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you want to dive deeper or stay updated on everything we're working on, check out our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/weareunderInvestigation. We'd also love to hear from you. Got questions, feedback, or a story to share? You can text or call us at 763-634-1210. Your input helps shape the show, so don't be shy. Until next time, stay curious, stay questioning, and keep investigating.